Hello everybody, it's me Charlotte. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a fantastic day so far today, because today we are doing a review on these knitting needles, and there's also going to be a giveaway at the end of this video, so don't forget to stick around for that. But let's just get started in today's video. I'm not going to go on talking for like 5 minutes on this, that, and another. We're just going to jump into today's video and we'll get to all that other stuff toward the end. Alright, so these are 16-inch large knitting needles from a company called KnitPal, and they were nice enough to send these to me, wanted me to do a review, and I thought I would share that with you guys and do a giveaway on them at the end. So let's get into it. When you get your needles, they come like this. Nice little plastic packaging, nothing special, but it gets the job done. Let's go ahead and open them up. Now, of course, I've already opened them, and of course, I've already used them, just to tell you guys exactly why I like these, because I do like these. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. So, they come like this. You gotta take the rubber band off, like so, and you get 6 different sets, and it's basically for the chunkier of yarns. I think the smallest size is a 7mm, which is going to be this guy right here, and they are plastic, and they go all the way up to a 16mm, which is a lot chunkier and bigger excuse me, for the chunkier, bigger yarns. And yeah, so let's get into why I like these and why I think you guys will like these, especially if you're a beginner. So let's just get started. Like I said, here is the bigger set. The biggest one is 16mm. They are color coordinated, guys. You have a pink stopper and a pink tip, and all of them are, you know, different, except for, I mean, these ones are solid yellow. This one has a yellow tip, but for the most part, they are all color coordinated. Makes it nice and easy to grab when you're looking for a specific size. First, I'm going to go into the concerns I had with these. First off, they're plastic. I was concerned about that, not gonna lie, because you think plastic, you think eh. And I will say they are a little flimsy, but it doesn't, you know, make knitting any harder or more complicated. They're actually really light because they're a hollow plastic, which I found to be nice because they're not so heavy. And they're not metal, so your hands don't sweat with them, or they're not cold. Sometimes metal needles can be cold, and you know, sometimes metal needles can make your hands smell a little funny, if you've ever worked with those certain types of metal needles. So none of that with this, because they are plastic. And another concern I had, which you may have the same concern, as you can see, we'll take this big one here. They have this different color tip, like I had said, and you know there's a join right here. I'm going to bring you guys in close so you can see what I'm talking about. There's a join. And I thought for sure there was going to be some sort of like, well, you know, join. So it's going to like have a snag, or you're going to actually be able to feel that little join. And I was very pleasantly surprised to find out that there really is, you cannot feel that join. So your stitches glide very effortlessly over that part of the needle. And another thing I was pleasantly surprised about, I really like that word today, pleasantly surprised. Let's count how many times I can say it. Shall we play that game in the comments below? Let's not, because I probably say it way too much. But what I really enjoyed about these were, I was very surprised at how effortlessly the stitches glided over the needle. Because I thought for sure, you know, it'd kind of like have too much friction and your needles would get stuck. But they didn't, and I was very pleased with that. So what I'm going to do, excuse me, is I'm going to cast on a few stitches, and I'm going to show you guys just how nice the stitches do glide over and what I really, really like about these needles. I think you guys are going to like them too, especially if you're a beginner. So let's just scoot these out of the way. I'm going to grab my yarn here. Today I'm going to be using, for this small little example here, this is the Bernat Maker Outdoor. It's the chunkiest yarn I have in my stash. How sad is that? My stash is dwindling quickly, and I need to, you know, re-up the stash, but yarn is really expensive. I'm sure some of you already know that. Let's see, these call for an 8mm. This yarn calls for an 8mm. So here I have my 8mm. I'm going to cast on a few stitches just to show you guys how nice stitches actually glide over these needles. Another thing that I think is beneficial about these, if you are a beginner, is the price. You get six different sets of needles, and I think currently they're on Amazon for $17.90. So, I mean, that's a really good deal, especially if you're new to knitting and you don't want to invest too much money because you're not sure if, you know, knitting is going to be your thing. I'm sure it will be though. Once you try it, it's hard to deny it. You got to keep going with it. But in the beginning, you don't want to invest too much money. So this is a good way to just try out the hobby, see if you like it, for a pretty inexpensive price. So I've cast on a few stitches. Let's see how nicely these stitches glide. Like I said, guys, I was really happy with how nice they work. Okay, so, all right, here we go. It doesn't get caught up. See, there's a join, and there is no ketchup. Ketchup. It sounds like a condiment. What is a condiment? There's no hang-ups, is I guess what I want to say. Your yarn doesn't get snagged. That's better. Your yarn doesn't get snagged, and I was really surprised about that. Another thing is, and this is one of my favorite things about these, and I'm sure it's this case with all long needles, because these are so long, you can actually rest them on the table, and if you're a beginner, most beginners start out by throwing their yarn. So when you throw your yarn, you insert your needle, pick up your working yarn, wrap it around, pull it through. Well, when you have shorter needles, it's a little harder to do because that needle kind of just hangs there. Sometimes it can slide out of the stitch. So what I really liked about these was the fact that they're so long that you can rest them on the table or on the couch or on your lap or on a pillow that may be on your lap when you're on the couch. You can just rest those needles and just work with the tips. So like right now, this one's resting on this table or on this side of the table. This one's resting over here, picking up my yarn and throwing my yarn, and then I'm knitting. So, I mean, I thought that was kind of nice, and I'm sure that's the case with all long needles, but I'm not experienced with working with very long needles. But I thought that was very nice, how it just kind of rests on the table or whatever surface or wherever you're knitting. The needles just kind of rest, and you don't have to worry about them falling out or, you know, being hard to work with. But check this out, guys. They really slide nicely. And you can cram a lot of stitches on these needles so you can make bigger projects. And I am enjoying these. And even if you're not a thrower, let's say you have a different knitting style and you're a flicker like me. Now, it's hard to be a flicker or even a continental knitter with bigger, chunkier needles, but you can see that my yarn is still resting on the table, or my needles are still resting on the table, and I'm just, you know, knitting. So maybe you want to practice different knitting styles, and having your needles rest nicely is convenient when doing that. A continental knitter, now I am not a continental knitter, so you can start laughing at me now as I try to continental knit. Because, you know, laughing at me is, a lot of people do it. So it's okay if you want to laugh at me too. Was I tried to horribly continental, it's a nightmare, guys. Yeah, big hats off to all those that can continental knit nicely, because that is not me. So yeah, it's kind of painful to watch. But you can even continental knit and use these needles. So I really like them. And what else did I want to say about these lovely things? KnitPal was nice enough to give me a coupon code. If you want to try these out for yourself, the coupon code is, oh, let me check. I have my computer up here. Let's see. let's see. I think it's, the coupon code is YES210, and that will be in the description below. So if you guys want to check these out for yourself on Amazon, all the information you guys are going to need will be in the description below on this video. So yeah, so just a real quick recap. These are 16-inch plastic knitting needles from KnitPal. Link will be in the description below if you want to check them out for yourself. What I liked about them is the length, that the stitches nicely, I mean, move across this needle. It has some friction, but not enough to like really, you know, hold up your knitting. And there's really, I mean, there is no join seam on the tips, and you get 6 different sets. So it's all very, very nice. I really do like these. I think they're great for beginners. And if you want to try them out for yourself, again, I will repeat myself a few more times, I'm sure. The link is in the description below. You can use the coupon code YES210. That'll save you 10%. And yeah. Now for the fun part, guys. It's time for the giveaway. And I've decided that if you want to enter this giveaway, I'm going to make it really super easy. First, you just have to give this video a thumbs up. Second, make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. And third, just leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys want to be entered, what you guys think. Just say hi. Any comment will do. Leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe to my channel. And you guys will be entered for this giveaway. I will choose a winner 1 week from today. Yeah, probably a week from today. And we'll go from there. So that is going to be my video for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. These needles really did surprise me. I didn't think I was gonna like them, but I was pleasantly surprised. And for all of you that are counting how many times I have said pleasantly surprised, there was one more for you. But yeah, so that is gonna be it for today, guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment. Check out some links that are in the description below to Amazon for these needles. Again, I have some for Facebook. If you want to follow me on Facebook, join my private Facebook group. And if you would like to purchase any of my merch, I think that's what they're calling it these days, merch, to support my channel, help me up my yarn stash maybe, or do more giveaways, you can check that link out below as well. You can check out, I have t-shirts, I have coffee mugs, I have hoodies, I have stickers. There's a lot to choose from down there. So you can check that out if you'd like. And yeah, so until we meet again, guys, I hope you all have a super wonderful, fabulous day and happy knitting. Bye.